Once upon a time, in the village of Njoro, nestled along the mighty Imani River, the people lived in harmony with nature. The Imani River was their livelihood, flowing gracefully through the land, providing water for crops, fish for food, and the cool breezes on hot days. But the villagers knew that the river's gifts were not mere natural gifts. They were blessings from the twin river gods who dwelt within the waters. Zunda, the female god, commanded the strength and power of the water currents. His voice, the rumble of the water against the rocks. His spirit, the pulse of the river's heart. White Tala, the female goddess, nurtured the calm, shimmering surface of the river, breathing life into the creatures that thrived in the depths. Together, Zunda and Tala kept Imani River in perfect balance, and the villagers honored them with prayers, festivals, and offering. One fatal day, visitors from distant land arrived in Njoro. They were strangers to the village, dressed in foreign robes, and speaking of wonders and progress. Among them was a persuasive man named Dumo, who was eager to bend the ear of the king, King Nwale. "Sire," he said, Dumo bowing down before the king, "I have seen the majesty and the mightiness of your river, but I also see untapped power. Imagine the wealth and prosperity that could be yours if you built a dam to harness the Imani strength." King Nwale frowned. "A dam? To block my river?" "Yes," Dumo's eyes gleamed. "It will bring more than water to your people. It will bring energy, wealth, and a future far beyond what the river can currently provide." The elders of Njoro standing nearby exchanged worried glances. An elder, Elder Mburu, the oldest and wisest of them all, spoke up. "My king, the Imani River is not to be trilled with. The gods, Zunda and Tala, lived within the waters. They have blessed our land for centuries, and disturbing them could bring grave consequences." King Nwale sighed. Found between the promises of progress and the warning of tradition. "Surely," he muttered, "the gods will understand. If we build a dam for the future of our people, I'm sure they will understand." Dumo seized this moment. "Your Majesty, the gods want you to prosper. This is their gift. Think of your legacy." Against the advice of the elders, the king gave the order to construct the dam, and the construction began. As the dam rose, the villagers could feel something was wrong. The once peaceful river grew restless, and dark clouds covered everywhere in the sky. Late one evening, as the sun set behind the hills, a violent storm erupted. Thunder cracked like the god's fury itself, and the river swelled, its waters crashing angrily against the yielding dam. Beneath the surface of the river, Zunda and Tala stride. "What is happening, Zunda?" Tala's voice was trembling, filled with confusion. "The humans, they dare to divide our water?" Zunda's voice rolled like the churning river. "But why? We have cared for them all these years," Tala cried, her luminous form shimmering in the musky depth. "They are breaking us apart." As the dam wall grew taller, Zunda and Tala were forced further and further apart, each trapped on opposite sides. The separation grew unbearable. "I will tear it down," Zunda vowed, his voice a furious torrent. "They have defiled us. I will flood their land and destroy their village if I must." Tala, her heart aching, pleaded with him. "Zunda, wait. Surely they did not mean for this. We must give them a chance to make amends." But Zunda's anger could not be contained. He sent a massive flood rolling through the river, destroying part of the dam and sweeping away crops, livestock, and homes in its path. Tala, unable to calm her beloved, from across the dam wept bitterly, her tears mingling with the rain as the storm continues to rage. The village of Njoro fell into chaos. Each time the villagers tried to rebuild, Zunda's fury would send another flood. Stronger than the last, the dam, though partially intact, could not withstand the god's wrath. Villagers fled in fear, and King Wale, stricken with guilt, called upon Elder Mburu. "My king," Elder Mburu said gravely, "the gods are angry because we have torn them apart. Zunda and Tala loves bind the river, and we have severed their bond. We must reunite them, or this destruction will never end." King Wale's voice shook. "But how can we undo what we have done? The dam is half built, and the river's anger is too great." Mburu paused, deep in thought, before speaking. "The ancestors has whispered to me in my dream. They say they are in a very, very angry state, but there is a way out. But it will require great sacrifice." With urgency, Mburu summoned the villagers, and they all worked together to dismantle the remaining dam. It was a difficult and exhausting task, but they knew it was the only way to restore the balance. The night the dam was finally taken down, Mburu led a ceremony by the river bank. He called out the gods with an ancient prayer. "Zunda Tala, forgive us. We have sinned by dividing your love, and now we offer our deepest apologies. We ask you to reunite and to bring peace back to our land." As Mburu chanted, the villagers cast offerings of flowers, herbs, and river stones to the water, pleading for the gods' forgiveness. The skies, dark with storm clouds, rumbled ominously above them. Then suddenly the river began to calm. The waters grew still, and the clouds parted. From the depth of the river, Zunda and Tala emerged, their forms glowing softly in the moonlight. "We hear you," Tala said, her voice soft and full of sorrow. "You have restored the river flow, and so we will restore the peace." Zunda nodded, his anger ebbing. "But know this, never again shall you disturb our waters. The balance between nature and man must remain unbroken." With those words, the gods embraced their reunion once again, flowing through the river, which returned to its natural state. The storm vanished, and the land breathed a sigh of relief. From that day on, the people of Njoro honored Zunda and Tala with even greater references. They built their shrines and swore to protect the river, ensuring its natural flow was never again disrupted. King Wale, humbled by the experience, decreed that no man should ever again seek to control the Imani River. The village prospered once more, and every year they held a great grand festival to celebrate the love and power of the twin god. And so, the legend of the twin river god lived on, reminding future generations of the sacred balance between love, nature, and human respect. If you're just joining me, please, I want you to subscribe, like, and turn off the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post more videos. And thank you for joining. See you in next episode. Bye bye.